So our TMC is 24/7 and it's 365 days a year, weekends and holidays. The function of our TMC is to monitor and respond to incidents on any of the roadways in the region, irregardless of whether it's DOT for state or city, what have you. And the goal is to make sure that motorists and travelers, commercial traffic, is getting from point A to point B, no matter what system they're using or what jurisdiction they're using, in order to get there efficiently and safely. I've been in this TMC for 20 years, coming up on 20 years on July 1st. So when we first started, we had 10 cameras, we had a few VMS. We only had 2 full-time operators. We had no standard operating procedures. We were starting from scratch because this was the last region in the state of the 6 for the DOT to have a TMC. So we were starting with a blank slate. And now we have 6 full-time operators and a part-time, a supervisor and myself. Yeah, we have over 100 cameras, about a dozen VMS. When we see an incident, and if it's on the area where we have the camera and we're able to see it first, we can get a bird's eye view of the incident and gather details for responders such as Washington State Patrol and the DOT incident response teams. So we can give them a more accurate picture of what the scene looks like and what they can expect. Perhaps some better route to take to get to that incident so that they don't have to go through so much traffic or deal with the queued traffic to get there, and help them get there a little quicker.
Usually when I'm en route to collision, debris, whatever the incident may be, I'm calling TMC and asking if they can locate it on camera to help give me a better idea of what I'm looking at. They help me set up and prepare for what I need to do once I get on scene. I guess I've become fairly dependent on using them as they're a great tool to have.
The TMC plays a vital role in how the road network operates and functions. So for us, without them, we'd be at a loss. It's a matter of saying, can you turn a camera for us to see what is going on for operations? And we'll ask them questions. What do you see at 5:30 at night at this location? Because we don't record those videos 24/7. So they have a good feel. They can tell you every night that at milepost X, this is where the backup starts. This is how it operates. We typically see cars back to this location. This is our location of where the collisions typically happen in the wintertime because people are driving too fast, and we can typically see that. So they're a huge resource of information for us. They're there also to put messages up on the message board to let people know of what's coming in advance. So they deploy those messages as well. And they do that on the city and county message boards as well. So it's not just the WSDOT system, it's a joint multi-jurisdictional system. And 20 years ago, that's how it was created, and was to do this together. And it is better because we do it together.
A few winters ago, there was a collision on eastbound 90 near the Latall Creek Bridge. It was a 1-car. I think it was due to weather conditions that the person slid off and then slammed into some infrastructure. And when State Patrol arrived, and this was at an odd time of the day, it was 2 or 3 in the morning, the trooper got to the vehicle, and the individual wasn't in there, but they saw some footprints, and the TMC operator actually turned the camera and followed these footprints because the officer couldn't see where they were, but from that vantage point with that camera, followed this individual to where the driver had actually wandered off, presumably in a daze due to his injuries, and was bleeding, and was able to tell the State Patrol about this, and they were able to find him and get him to the hospital.
That's even one step farther than vehicles, right? That goes to the safety of the public.
Well, TMC is only as good as its team members and its operators, and We have had a great team here for the last 20 years and some really great support from our managers who have recognized the importance of TMC operations.